Hi, you guys. It's Malikslay. So today we're going to talk about how I got into A&T's nursing program. In order to be a transfer student and to get into, the lower division of nursing, you have to have at least like a 3.0 GPA. Yes, right here it says you have to have a 3.0 GPA or higher on all of your academic transcripts. So wherever college you went to, you have to have at least 3.0 to even be eligible to even get into the lower division of the nursing at A&T. Your grades of C or higher, you can't have a C minus, it has to be C or higher. And your chemistry and your anatomy, biology classes, they all have to be taken within the last 5 years. Outside of 5 years, you got to retake those courses, okay? But if you are a student coming freshly out of high school and this is like the college that you want to go to, SAT has to be 930 combined with math and verbal, and your ACT has to be a composite score of 20 at least, and then your cumulative high school GPA of a 3.0 or higher. I wish I would have did it that way because the time would have been by. I would have graduated by now, but God, He has my specific time for anything. So for me being a transfer student, I really didn't go outside of taking at least 3 classes per semester, especially with the science course, because science courses are super hard. I wouldn't say they're super hard, but you have to have free time for studying. There's no jokes about it at all. You gotta really be about it. It ain't no jokes at all. So with the science courses, you have to. When I tell you, you have to have time to study. So I would not advise you to take an anatomy, a chemistry, and then a biology class out in one semester. Don't do that. You have to be strategic with the classes that you take, because you're gonna set yourself up for failure if you take 3 critically hard classes at the same time. Why would you take anatomy, organic chemistry, and then take nutrition, and then take another biology class? Why would you do that? Microbiology, which would be the last biology class. Why would you do that? You're gonna fail. So for me, what I did is, if I had an anatomy course, I would take a super easy class like an English or a psychology with that. And then the next semester, I took A&P2, and then I took the second psychology, and then I took the second English, and then I had a math class or so. And then the remaining semesters, I took, what would I say? I think I transferred to A&T, so I had to take, I would say easy classes, because those were the only ones offered when you start off as a transfer student. So it's pretty different. It's pretty different, So yeah, when you first transfer to A&T, you get the last remaining classes. So I really didn't get to take the classes that I really needed at that time. I would suggest to be smart about the classes that you take. Don't let your advisor tell you that you should take microbiology, then you should take anatomy and physiology 1, and then you should take chemistry all together. Don't let her tell you that. Don't let him tell you that. Don't let them tell you that, because you're gonna set yourself up for failure. Unless you got the IQ of Albert, the Einstein, or whatever you want to call it, go for it. But I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. And you're gonna wanna make sure you get A's and B's, but more so A's. You can get a C, but just know the average student applying for this program has A's and B's, and majority A's. I studied hard. Prereqs for nursing are not easy, and I think people who go into nursing sometimes they really don't think it's that hard, because they compare it to other degrees. Not saying other degrees are you can just get them easy, but I would say the course load is very smaller compared to a nursing student, pre-nursing student. So I didn't forget what I was gonna say, y'all. I didn't forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they don't think that is hard, but it is very, very intense. Like even before you get into the upper division. So you just really have to be on top of your stuff. Like literally, you have to be on top of your stuff. You have to study, you have to set out time, and don't cram yourself with a study session. Like at least study 30 minutes per session and like take a little 10-minute, 5-minute little break. No, 10 minutes, 10 to 20 break. Then go back, study again, eat you something, work out or something, come back, do it again. You just have to study. And you know, we all have different methods to study because, you know, all of us, like, we retain information differently. For me, you know, I would print out the PowerPoints, you know, and not like individual. I will print them out like with at least three PowerPoints per paper. And I will write on it, talk to the text, you know, make stories out of whatever is on the PowerPoint slide to, you know, understand it and look at it differently, you know. What else would I do? Flashcards, they work a little bit for me, just not my thing. Maybe it'll work for me when I start the upper division, you know. But for the other classes, it's like all that writing on that and then looking at it, it really didn't do as much as me printing out those PowerPoints and, you know, talking to the text basically. So, what else would I say? Oh yeah, you have to take the T's the last semester of taking your prereqs, which will be also the semester that you apply for the upper division. And the T score has to normally be like at least like a 65.6, whatever the national mean is, you know. So if you get above that, that's even better. So just make your T score, your grades, competitive as ever, because they pull based on various things but combine them into one. So you want to be competitive as ever. Like you want to be the Beyonce of everything. Like you want to be the Beyonce, like literally the Beyonce. Just being on top of your stuff, being organized, and like putting school before anything. You cannot put school before anything. You can't put a boyfriend before your school. You can't put a girlfriend before your school. You can't put a brownie that you had 2 weeks ago that you want to go get again out of the freezer before school. You have to put school before anything else. You can't. I'm sorry. Maybe your job, you know, you can work, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm at work. You know, I'm getting the best out of it because I know, like, once I start the upper division, I'm not going to even be able to really work like that. But, you know, just put school before anything. If you have that mindset that you're going to get your degree and you're going to do what you got to do, you should be fine. But if you slacking, maybe nursing ain't for you, but you got to be serious about it, like, literally. Like, I know the pandemic has, like, made everyone lose motivation of what they wanted to do, but, you know, since they're about to make things in person at Ncat, you know, just a heads up, stay motivated, stay focused, and do not put anything before nursing school or pre-nursing school. Like, don't do any of that. I'm trying to think what else. Make connections, study with people. Like, I've learned that studying in groups, that has helped me tremendously with my prereqs. So if you know anybody that's like, you know, in the same class as you, y'all cool, y'all kicking it, you know, y'all study together. Talking to somebody about what y'all learned will actually help you retain information more than you think. Like, I'm telling you, that stuff works. Make connections, get to know people, you know. If you run into the right people that's trying to get the same thing as you, y'all will, dreamwork makes the team work. Dreamwork makes the team work. You can do it. Like, I never would have thought that I would even be considered to even get into the upper division at A&T because my high school GPA was horrible. So I had to go to community colleges and work on, you know, changing my thing up, because in high school I really didn't care about school. I was just ready to get out. I was ready to get out. Like, I was ready to get out. See the movie Get Out? That's what I was in high school. I was ready to get out. So, yeah, just make connections. You can do it. Like, anything is obtainable if you put your mind to it and you put that first. You have to. So, this is my first video for my channel, and I will be updating you guys for more videos, you know, as I start the upper division, you know, giving you do's and don'ts, giving you maybe vlogs if y'all want, but I'm excited. Like, I think we have like 2 more weeks before we start the upper division, and about to be lit. You know, it's about to be lit. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. Like, follow, and subscribe. Subscribe. Hey. I can't dance. Bye, you guys.
I like the way you